He's got class and he's got sass, but most of the time he's a silly ass. Time for another episode of Ranking Ryan Reynolds Movies, where I am watching all of the movies Ryan Reynolds has been in and ranking them best to least favorite as far as I'm concerned. Today we are focusing on Blade Trinity. Blade Trinity is the third movie in the Blade series, hence Blade Trinity, and it is about Blade, who is on the run from the FBI because they think he is unaliving a bunch of people and don't believe in vampires. And so he has to team up with another crew to fight the battle and take on the big, massive vampire Dracula when it feels like the world is up against them. I know that a lot of people did not like this movie, especially as part of the Blade series, but I love Blade Trinity. I think it's fantastic. I think Jessica Biel looks phenomenal in this movie, and I wish we got more movies with her with this type of character because she did such a great job back then. Also, this is Ryan Reynolds' era where once again he is basically shirtless in every single movie that he's in. So that was a thing. But it's funny, it's got great action, and it has a ton of big name people in this movie. So I enjoy it for the comedy as well as the action. And I crack up and just enjoy this entire movie for the silliness yet seriousness that this movie is. And just in case you didn't believe me, again, we just randomly have Ryan Reynolds shirtless in this movie but it's also a great scene that is funny and leads to some great action. So I guess it's should be in there, but it just cracks me up that so many of his movies during this time that came out all had scenes of him shirtless, just like Amityville Horror did that I talked about last week. Now, if you are wanting to watch Blade Trinity, unfortunately, as of right now, it is not streaming on any sites. So the only way that you can see it is going to be to rent it or purchase it at any of your typical online locations. I happen to own it on Fandango at home because I've always loved this movie, but it's a really great price, honestly, to rent or purchase. So I say you should do it if you haven't seen it. Now, as far as the ratings go, as I said at the beginning, people didn't like this movie, and that's okay. The critics have this at a 24%. The audience at least has this at a 58%, but I know that it didn't get the best reviews. But I love it. I think it's funny. If you just like ridiculous action with all sorts of comedy thrown in, then you're going to like this movie. So I definitely say you should check out Blade Trinity and let me know your thoughts. So have you seen it? Did you like it? Did you not? What did you think? Don't forget also, you can follow me on both Q and Letterboxd to see how I am ranking all of the movies in the Ryan Reynolds series, as well as everything else that I watch between movie and TVs as well.